seven chakras, everybody is aware of that. Three nadis we had done till now. And now Rashcosel mentioned that time to move forward. So we are now doing the 14 nadis. The 14 nadis are basically coming up. So which I will be sharing with you all. But before that, I will also still share with you about how these classes which I was doing, they have grown into a particular level where now I have kind of reached a place where in the first 6 months, I'm seeing people who are ready to fly, who have been in darknesses, have all come up to the fore. So that is how Ma is also helping us to reach out to the right people energy wise, because I daily take these energies from Ma. In fact, there is a small gift which I had provided to all the listeners here today.
They
There
don't
are
know about
15,
it yet, but they'll
not
get to
yet.
know.
Okay. So am I opening the Pandora's box?
Not at all. No, not Pandora's box. It is the jewel box that's being opened up.
Jewel box. Wrong word. So basically, I daily start the day with her energies. So I thought of why not share the same energies with everybody. So maybe they can start the day with Rashcosel energies, or even when they are stuck in a particular situation, if they receive those energies from Ma, they will find a path for whatever they wish to know about in life.
Fantastic. And the call people begins with a gift already. This is an MP3. It is a gift for everybody here, and you will receive it in the call replay email. Thank you very much for that gift, Deepakk. And sorry, before you continue, you mentioned three nadis, and while a lot of us know about them, the Ida, Pingla, and Sushurma, but plenty of people are not familiar with the term. So just tell us about the three
Yeah.
nadis again. Yeah.
Yeah. So three nadis are predominantly Ida nadi, which is known as the feminine nadi. Pingala nadi, which is the masculine nadi. The Ida is also known as the cooling or the moon nadi, and the Pingala is known as the sun or the heat nadi, the hot nadi. Or the right side is more about action. The left side is more about you can say emotions, sort of that way. So these are the situations where we get into. Now these two are in their own way, and there, for example, they have this. If you talk about anabolic, so anabolic is one which needs energy. So the left one needs energy, the Ida nadi, and the Pingala nadi is the catabolic, which gives energy. So it's all about perceptions, analytical skills. The right side comes into play, and the emotions and whatever love, mamta, whatever. So that is why it is known as the feminine side, the receiving side and the giving side. And the one which balances this is the Sushumna Nadi. This Sushumna Nadi is all about how you call about I am living life right and left. Now the Sushumna Nadi, if it is not balanced, the Sushumna Nadi is where the chakras are also located. And on top of that, there is also, so in Sushumna Nadi, there are certain aspects which kind of activate your chakras, the right side and the left side. Once it is balanced, you become a machine. You become a complete machine which is out to achieve all the targets, all that you wish to achieve, which is what we will be demonstrating in the demo. Did I
Right.
open up too much?
No, no. You're putting the breadcrumbs down for us to pick up and reach the final
Yeah.
what's the cottage? The final sweet cottage. But this time,
Yes.
no witch around to eat us up. We will get to enjoy the desserts.
Yes.
So yeah,
100%. 100%.
right, right. And of course, just to clarify and reconfirm, Deepak, that the nadis, they aren't any specific points. These are pathways, correct?
Yeah.
Pathways. Okay. Right. Right. All right.
So these are pathways of nadis are basically the pathways of energy. They may not be visible to the physical eye, but it's something like the nadis itself is known as tubes. So they carry the energy from various parts of the body. Now I'll delve a bit too much into this, where I'll share. So like the Sushumna, which I mentioned, is the central nadi, right? Then there is the Pingala, which is the right side. which is the masculine nadi. It's basically talks about action. Then Ida is all about feelings, emotions, the cool, lunar and cooling nadi. Saraswati nadi. So here I'm talking about all the 14 nadis. So the Saraswati nadi, which is connecting from the root to the throat. So this powers the tongue, the mouth, and the throat. So all that we voice, it also helps you in your day-to-day like metabolism. If you talk about people who want to lose weight, they this is the nadi I'll be targeting. So Saraswati nadi is also about voicing yourself, raising your voice, which actually a lot of I would say homemakers have these issues of asking money for their own practices and various things. There are a lot of guilt which they feel, which they should not be feeling, which is what maybe, when we get Hema on call, it will be demonstrated that
Yes.
how she basically won over this particular aspect of hers. Then there is the Pusha Nadi, the third eye. So this basically gives energy to our right eye of the body. So the right eye is predominantly about perception. And so that is what we energize. Then Varuna Nadi. The Varuna Nadi is basically connected from the root to the heart, and the whole body is basically the nervous system of the body is taken care of with this Varuna Nadi. Now, a lot of people have sciatica nerve issues. Then we spoke about various nerve issues. Those are the ones which this Varuna Nadi healing can take care of. In fact, there was a person who had a brain surgery, and somehow his Varuna, basically his fingers were not working to the desired potential. So he had to keep a man just even to wear a normal kurta. He could not take his hands up and all that. So after healing this, and this guy is a major, very big politician in the country. I will not be able to name him,
Not at all.
but
No.
so after just about 15 days of healing on the Varuna Nadi, which I saw, he actually was able to do these things on his own, and he was
Amazing.
able to, yeah. So it energized him. In fact, my own sciatica nerve issue also was released thanks to this, because
Nice.
sciatica nerve, I had a major issue, and where I used to go off for 50, even of 2 days, 3 days, I used to just sleep, because when that issue used to sort out, there was a person in my society who is a IT engineer. He was about to lose his job. For 20 days he was at home, and they said you can leave your job. So just about 1 week of healing with Rashcosel energy, he joined his job, and it's already 3 months and that he's working perfectly fine, because he travels
Nice.
about 3 hours every day, going and coming. 3 hours every day going, 3 hours coming. So
Six
which is
hours
what 6 hours of
Oh
traveling. Yes, he has
my.
to go to Malad, which is one other side of the town.
Right. Right.
So this person was also saved from particularly from this particular aspect, which is so anything regarding nerves, because nerves are one of the most important aspects, because even science is not able to give a proper, according to my knowledge, maybe there may be people having a difference, but brain surgery is supposed to be one of the most dangerous and most complicated.
Right.
So if it goes like this, because I know this sciatica nerve issues are something which takes a lot of time and energy, and also maybe years together, people struggle with that. I struggle with that for years. I don't know about others. But since the last 1 year, I have not got the sciatica nerve issue at all. So that is something which I can say with guarantee, saying that yes, this is what it clears. Because I've been
Fantastic.
working on this for the last 7, 8, 9 months with this
Right.
particular process. Then we call about the Hasti Jiva Nadi, where it energizes the limbs of the body, and helps us to basically, it helps in motion, flexibility, and various aspects which the limbs are used to. Then we have Yashaswini Nadi. Now, Yashaswini Nadi is something which is in fact, when I went about it, so as you say the name Yashaswini, Yashaswini means, what do you,
Yash.
oh,
Yeah,
yes,
yash, like
yes, yes,
fame.
yes. So basically, this is the Nadi for use to clear for leadership skills. So that is what when I was delving deep into it. So leadership skills comes from here. And leadership is not only in politics. Leadership comes into each and every home, I would say. So, like a leadership, a lady in the homemaker is the leader of the home, come what may. I call it as the root of the home. So leadership skills come from the Yashaswini Nadi, where when you empower it, the leadership comes. Because a lot of people, I'll share one incident here, one person, particular person. He was a punching bag. His name was Punching Bag. His father, his mother, everybody used to call him Punching Bag because he used to be punched by everybody in the office. So much so that he would just be, something like, first, he will never say no to anybody. He will say yes. He will take on more than he could chew. He could take on more than he would eat. And then he will end up in the, oh, this thing, I'm not able to do this. I'm not able to complete this. So every day he would get a beating from his boss or his colleagues for that matter. Now the colleagues, he's helping them, but even then he will listen from them. So there I made him release these he had basically 3, 4 major clogs in various nadis. So Yashaswini was one of them, which I encouraged or empowered for him. And this is where now, 6 months down the line, this was 6 months back when I healed him. 6 months down the line, he is not taking nobody's work. He does and completes his own work and completes
Right.
them on time. And in fact, you know what? September, he got the award for, the Employee of the Year award,
Oh,
particularly
nice.
in the last, yeah, because every 6 months they have an award. So Employee for the Year. So this we had in March. So immediately that change comes through.
Right.
In fact, yeah, sorry. You're
No,
saying
no,
something, sir.
I was just agreeing with you. I was like, right. I mean, that is so nice to hear, right?
So then we have got the Alambusha Nadi, which goes from the root, ends in the mouth, and this eliminates the toxins. How important it is to release toxins. A lot of people who have particularly creatinine issues, kidney issues. I'm not saying that overnight this will give some solution, but a sustained use, like for example, maybe 2, 3 times, if these kind of activities are done, the nadis are cleared. That is how that issue can take a retreat or can revert. So that is how. So Alambusha Nadi, eliminating waste is very important. Else, the toxins, when they increase in the body, you also end up becoming poisoned, or you have food poisoning as such, because a lot of people are not able to process, kidneys having issues, God forbid, liver having issues, so they are not able to process the waste, even lungs and liver. So these are all the so once your waste is eliminated, which means your toxins have gone out, so you're more fresher and your energies can move much more easier. It is something like if you have a clogged basin, right? So you
Right,
have a
right.
clogged basin. If you keep putting water, or if you keep putting more stuff, it will get more accumulated, more bad. Now here you have a kiwi drainage. In body, what do you have? You have nothing. You either go to a spa, or you go to a retreat, or you go to I don't know, the 10-day Vipassana or somewhere around that, or you have Rashcosel now.
Right.
Very
Right.
easy, simple. So releasing, helping you release. Then Kuhu Nadi. This is basically giving energy to the, or rather the energy to the genitals. Now that is basically a hormonal, a lot of hormones like male hormones. They help like a lot of ladies, a lot of Jains have various hormonal issues. So that is basically taken care of in the Kuhu Nadi. Then we have Vishwadhara Nadi. The Vishwadhara Nadi is all about digestive systems. Now, why digestive systems is important? The digestive system, why it is important? Because it helps you digest the food. And why do we eat food? To take energy from the food. So whatever nutrients are there, we can absorb. Now, a lot of people have various deficiencies, various allergies. They're allergic to milk. They're allergic to soya bean, or could be to anything which may not agree with them. So these all happen because of the digestive system. So I have seen myself particularly. I used to have a major issue on eating brinjal, soya bean, and to that extent milk also. So I have now started eating. Now I eat more just to prove to myself that yes, I can eat and digest them.
Right.
So this is how we can win over these things. It cannot become, oh, you have got diabetes in the genes, so you will get diabetes. No, you have an option to move away from that. I have remained in wealth, or no, in my family we have a wealth issue. We don't have wealth. So what do? We remain with that drawback, or we break the limits, or we break those inhibitions. That is what is our option, how we respond to that. Then we come to Payasvini Nadi, which is giving energies to the right ear. And the right ear is the one which basically you are able to make out how to identify opportunities. That is what it basically gives you. Then the Sankhini Nadi. This gives energy to the left ear, and this is basically known. Sankhini is basically it's a divine inputs. What you get is through the Sankhini Nadi. So this even ensures your spiritual growth as you want to grow in life.
Yes, I'm
Then the
sorry,
Gandhari,
Deepak,
yeah,
you said Shankini Nadi, right? And the moment you
yeah,
said that, and then you said divine input, I literally thought of the Shank, the conch,
yeah, yes,
right?
yes, yes,
Right.
yes,
Right.
yes. So basically that's the whole idea behind naming these according to that. So it's like you're getting the divine inputs. So like in February, what I got was from the left ear, I got as if a ton of bricks is falling on my head. So all those were divine inputs which were coming. And a lot of people will say, oh my God, is it something bad? So I may walk out of that and then say that nothing is coming to me. So that is places where you need to surrender yourself to the Almighty, to these energies. The final 14th one is basically the Gandhari Nadi, which is giving to the left eye. This is again divine vision. Similar to so basically this is, all these are, as I said, the left side and the right side. There is one more Nadi, which is basically within the Sushumna Nadi, you have a Vajra Nadi. That Vajra Nadi is known as the manifestation Nadi. That is actually the 15th. So that I do only like places where some people want to go further into the manifestation, further into the spiritual path. So I use those for particular dosage.
Deepak, just for a quick recap, can you just give us the names of just the names of the nadis once again?
Yeah. So Sushumna Nadi, which is the central channel of light.
Right.
Pingala Nadi, which is the right side, the masculine side. The Ida Nadi, which is the left side or the feminine side. Saraswati Nadi, which is empowering the mouth, throat, tongue. Pusha Nadi is basically providing to the right eye. Varuna Nadi for the nerves. Hasti Jiva Nadi, energy to the left limbs. Yashaswini Nadi to the right limbs, and basically, as I said, leadership. Alambusha Nadi for eliminating waste. Kuhu Nadi is basically for hormonal imbalances. Vishwadhara Nadi for the digestive system. So then Payachvini Nadi for the right ear, Chankini Nadi for the left ear, and Gandhari Nadi for the left eye.
For the left eye.
So
Right.
divine vision.
Nice. Thank you so much. This is the first time
pleasure.
I've come across these, specific names. I always only knew about the Ida, Pingla, and Sushumna. So first of all, thank you so much for this wealth of information with the names of these 14 nadis. And